Okay, so I've been playing around with DVDs on Raspberry Pis, and this is the $15 Raspberry Pi 02W, which I'm using with OSMC, which is Media Center software. And if I pop the disc in, this DVD drive I bought 5 years ago for £10 from Amazon. It's just a normal PC one. And you'll see on the software it will come up with disk after a while. There you go, so play disk has come up, so I can just go straight down to it. Haven't done anything to the software at all, just installed it with Raspberry Pi Imager onto the 02W, and you can see it comes up like this. If I press M, I can go for menu, and I can go straight into the disk menu. So you can see this is normal DVD menu stuff, so we can skip through all of that, or we can go straight to a particular scene. So we'll try one that's maybe a bit lighter. So we'll try that one. There you go, lighter, not in content. So if I skip forward a chapter, you can see I can pause it, and obviously I can't play this because it's copyrighted. F1 is back, so we can go back to our menu and then back into the disc again. And again, M for menu. It's just so responsive. For a 02W, I was really impressed with it. And all the subtitles and everything seemed to work as well. And I've been thinking about DVDs recently because I went into my local supermarket and they've got loads of DVDs. They've got more DVDs than Blu-rays. Now, a long time ago, I was saying to people, you don't want to be buying DVDs. They won't be doing them much longer. You might as well buy a Blu-ray player. Obviously, Blu-ray players are backwards compatible, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just surprised that DVDs are still popular. And these are just ones out of my garage. But this is £1 on CEX, so you can get classic movies with all the extras. This is a 2-disc special, and CEX is selling it for £1. So I'm powering this with a Ugreen power bank, and I've got 5.5 hours of use left. So this is the DVD drive, the display, and the 02W. I'm also using a USB hub because I'm using a full-size keyboard, and this one's the DVD drive. You only have one data connection on a 02W, so that's why you use a little USB breakout hub. I think maybe the Pi 3B would be the better choice for this because it's the same RAM and it's the same power, but we've got 4 USB connections, which is really nice. So you kind of think if DVD works so well with OSMC on a Raspberry Pi 02W, it's going to work really well on a Raspberry Pi 500 Plus. So let's plug my drive in. I've got a hub over here I can plug it into. It's just easier. And if we go up to the display, you can hear the disc spinning. Gladiator pops up, which is nice. So I can click on that. And VLC opens up. It says Gladiator at the top. But this bit takes longer than the 02W. And when it finally gives me a picture after about 25 seconds, the image does this. And if I click on play movie, it also does this, which takes ages. And eventually when it does play, it's absolutely awful. And I thought this was an older software thing. I did a bit of research because I've done this on a Raspberry Pi 4 a long time ago. Let's try libpsp video and DVD. Here we go. Look, play and back up DVDs. 5 years ago. Same intro. Same drive. This must have been when I bought the drive. And you can see Jurassic Park or whatever it is playing fine there. And also ripped it with Handbrake. So if we try Handbrake, I think I've installed on here. No, I haven't. So let's do add remove. I should be using KDE Discover Store and everything after my recent video on it. But I think Handbrake's going to be alright, yeah. So it must be that one. So when we launch it, we can open up the disk. Gladiator's there, look. And it'll allow us to back this up. And when it rips it in that awful quality because I've already tried it just as an experiment. So I'm going to quit this, and it does seem to get stuck. Oh no, it has let me stop it. And go to terminal, because we need to install the libdvd package. And I guess people aren't generally using DVDs anymore, so it's probably been left out of the operating system, but it wasn't back along. So sudo apt install libdvd-pkg. and yes. And you can see it says here that you've got to run this bit. So we'll copy that and we'll press OK. And I'm going to say no to automatic upgrades. So now we enter that command and yes. I'm going to say no for automatic upgrades. And that's it. I'm not sure if you need to reboot, but I'm going to do reboot anyway. So same message has come up now, but we've got VLC and Handbrake. I'll go with VLC again just to show it playing. So straight into the menu without any hesitation. And then if I go to the main disk home, play movie, everything's working fine, the sound and everything. If we now go into Handbrake, I can do open source and then just hit open. And that's going to scan in the whole disk. You see it's much quicker now, much more responsive. And if I want to back it up, there's not really a lot of point in going for 1080. So let's go for 720 very fast. And I can change the name here to Gladiator and start. So the ETA could be quite a while on this, and it's partly because the drive is quite a slow DVD drive. It's an old one, it was a cheap one. Some drives go incredibly fast. So it seems to reckon about 35 minutes maybe. It was more like 40 or 50 minutes, but as you can see from the bottom bit it says encode done. So where was it storing it? In videos. So if we go into videos, and what have we got? Properties. So 854 megabytes. And if we play it with VLC, yeah, it looks like it's going to play fine. We turn on my speaker.
Battery 100%.
As usual, I can't show it, but let's see right at the end. Yeah, it's all there. Nice. And I can now add that to my NAS drive. And then if I navigate to Plex, and we go to Films, there you go, recently added in films. And if you click on Gladiator, it automatically does all this. So it puts all the actors and reviews and all sorts of things. Incredible. And my NAS is the Ugreen one. I've got a couple of separate videos on it. I'm super impressed with it. It's really, really good for backup, but also for using with Plex, it's just so handy. And I've got 24 on there, which was backed up from DVDs. So you can see all the episodes show up and so on. But I've also just ordered from Vinted Star Trek Discovery. I've already seen season 1 because they showed it on Channel 4 in this country. The other seasons just don't seem to be available in too many places. And because it sometimes takes me a long time to watch a series, I'd rather have it on something like Plex. So I bought the 5 DVDs for about £19. They are region 1, so hopefully that shouldn't be a problem being able to back them up on the system, but we'll see. Okay, so I hope all this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.